Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of s.e.s. Airsoft. Sorry it's been a while, but I've been working through my thesis and my master's degree, but hopefully we can get these videos out a lot sooner than I've been able to the past 2 years. Here we are joining the squad back in 2018 at Fulda Gap, as now we all prepare for Fulda Gap 2019, which comes up in 2 weeks.
There's an open area to shoot across, alright? Once we get up there, there's a huge power field. We need to clear that zone.
This year we played for Warsaw 120th, and we fought to secure Hillside and Bentry.
We just need to watch camos.
As you can see, this year I wore my Viper hood as I was a sniper for Warsaw. As we moved closer to the first objective, we grouped up with a few other units that were already setting up. As one of the squad commanders discussed tactics, we learned that the main unit commander had already crossed and unintentionally left a hole for NATO to cross through. To address the threat, our team split into 2 squads, one of snipers and one with the assault.
Our guys already pushed across? Yeah. No, our guys are here, and then anyone on the other side is currently NATO.
They say we're about to put down in 20 minutes. If you guys want, that way we can have
an oversight.
Get around, yeah.
Yeah, we need to go. We need to come
that way we do figure out we're still coming behind our guys.
Alright, let's do that. Ricky, there's potential movement on the right side. Just check their colors.
As snipers, it was our job to prevent or delay the insertion of NATO forces across into Warsaw territory.
Yeah. NATO?
Yeah, NATO. 50 yards out. 1 o'clock.
Alright guys, be advised, NATO is crossing.
As we push forward, we find some Warsaw forces that didn't push with the main force. This is good because we can use them as backup to help us in case a severe firefight ensues.
Contact right!
It is important to keep our distance from our friendlies though. As they are not aiming for total stealth, it's a lot easier to see the bright uniforms on the Warsaw side.
Y'all see anybody?
Guy at the bottom does.
In this situation, my sniper buddy has a great view on the enemies, but all I can do is provide overwatch. As we take a few of the enemies out, you can see some of our friendly forces move on the left. I used the opportunity to get into a better position myself, and as you can tell from the sounds, I'm much closer to a sentinel. So much so that we end up double tapping the next guy. I always try to look for a hand or a dead rag just to make sure I don't overshoot someone.
Nice, alright. I think we both had.
Eventually, the NATO forces trickle out, and we get called to regroup with the main force. I've been working with some new cameras, and at first I thought this was a bug, but actually, the magnetism from the high power lines above us was actually affecting the audio. You'll hear this whenever we set up or pass under any of these power lines throughout the video.
That's where we just came from.
It's great that these guys were able to link up with us.
Did they move back?
Are they?
Did you see him put? Which way did you see him go?
I saw one car crossing back over.
This way? Okay, then we finally chased him out.
We already had cleared most of the area, and they were still shooting towards a lot of friendlies.
Ricky.
He's right at the base of the pole. He's wearing white.
I scope in to double check, and it turns out it's one of our Warsaw friendlies crawling across the power field.
Yeah, those are all.
Basically, if anyone tries to come
The larger squads of Warsaw members only further confirms how solid our control of this area is.
Next to Bravo.
Hey Snick, yes, sir. What's the situation with 120th right now? Where are they?
They're about in Alpha. They're in Alpha right now, holding it down. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yep, it's everywhere. We flanked in the woods.
After regrouping with command to see what the situation is across the field,
Let's secure
we
Alpha.
push towards Alpha and Chicken Hawk. to provide some frontline support to our troops.
Copy that.
Oh yeah, you're right.
As we push to the eastern side of Alpha, we start to run into some NATO troops again. When I pause by the tree line, I happen to see a NATO soldier back in the woods.
There's NATO.
We got them pretty much in the tree line.
I have an extremely close call myself as a BB ricochets just to the right of my barrel. After a quick confirmation of the shot, I regroup to a different area where the leaf suit is going to be more effective.
Let's span and cut the flank.
We notice some movement at the bottom of the hill and some
Remember,
friendlies
they have
engaging.
a clear shot up this hill.
Based on that deduction, we determine that this is a good spot for us both to set up.
Got one.
As they start taking fire, they begin to retreat back, but I try not to allow that. As we continue to neutralize the NATO forces, a tank takes out some of our friendlies.
We are covering from Rex. There is a smoke drop right by the paratrooping.
Nice position, nice position.
With my Leaf Viper hood, it's really hard to see me straight on. As such, a lot of Warsaw members almost step on me and one trips on me in the end. I'm against a tree, but I'll take it as a compliment that they can't see me very well.
Is this another respawn area? Oh, my bad, dude.
It's all good.
I love clean shots like this where I can see the BB all the way to the target. Shortly after, the enemy paratroopers land, making it open season for us snipers. In the moment, I saw the gun and the camo and shot the ref. Sorry about that, guy. Unfortunately, here I take some shots from friendlies behind. I know they didn't mean to, but I always call my hits, no matter if it's friendly or not. It's kind of ironic that all of the friendlies were behind the snipers, but the guy was really sorry.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's alright.
It's our guy.
After a quick respawn, I push back to the same position and ask for an update from friendlies.
What's the situation on where they're at right now?
They're still holed up in there.
In that bottom?
Yeah, in the bunkers.
Okay.
They didn't have too much info, but I sort of figured it out myself. I use a 50mm scope cam lens, so when people are smaller like this, you can tell that they're definitely at around 300 feet, which is why it was much appreciated to be at the top of the hill.
This one.
At Fulda, that ref usually means that there's a tank incoming. I see it, but there's nothing I can do about it, so the best thing to do is just get out of the way as fast as possible. As I fall back, I get a call to join the team at Rex, where they need sniper support.
Where they at?
They're 93 yards.
Sentinel is already there and gives very detailed information on what the status is.
Tree line there.
The guy you see is a friendly. What I'm looking at is across the tree line to see if anyone's pushing the line. Remember that buzzing from before? I'm back under the power lines, just as I said.
Where, that far out?
I can range the
This
tank
time
from
a
right
guy
here.
is trying to range us
See the guy's head on
from
top?
very, very far
One
out.
right side.
It's hard enough for me to hit him, so he's never gonna make it.
That should have been a square face mask hit.
Yeah.
A couple of videos back, I talked about the importance of never looking out the same window if your friend just got shot.
Remember, there's a strong left-right crosswind.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Come on. Play nice, crosswind. Alright, I did get him. Alright, Ricky. Ricky, guy behind the tank's down.
Okay, one guy behind the tank is down. Let's move up.
You can see the guy
another
hit
behind the
first
tank, took a
in the
spot,
same
one more.
spot, but with the crosswind, I was actually aiming at the guy to the right who I hit.
Alright, there's another one. The other guy just ran.
Once these guys are gone, I move back to the left to see what all the commotion is about and see if I can support that side. When I arrived, I was definitely not disappointed.
There's one.
Unfortunately, I ran out of batteries shortly after, but you would be proud to know
There's
that
one.
we did pull a victory out for Warsaw for the first time in quite a few years. As always, feel free to leave any comments or questions below, and I look forward to playing with you guys soon. This year, s.e.s will also be playing for Warsaw under the 39th Division.